Hi everyone. Today I wanted to do some May messages. So I want you to just kind of ask, how is your May going to be? I want to do a beginning, middle, and end. And we're going to use the deeper, there's a deep and dangerous, and then this one is a deep deck as well. So we're going to try to get some deep messages for beginning, middle, and end. Put it out there to your guides of what you want to come through in this message. This is collective, but if you're interested in a deeper dive, my link is in the description box and you can book with me personally through my Etsy. Okay, let's go ahead and get a beginning, middle, and end. How is May gonna be for you? All right, it says happiness in our hearts and in homes. Oh, I love that. Okay, actually, let's see if I can just set it there. Perfect. And then we have authenticity and protection. I love that. Okay, so it's time for you to have this happiness that you've been asking for, and it's like time to be real with yourself. Okay, so I feel like instead of like going a direction that somebody else wants you to go or that you thought you wanted to go, it's time for you to be real with yourself. What do you want yourself to do? Okay, you're very protected in this decision, and this could be where it's like you're moving to a new home spot because you felt toxicity in your current spot. You're thinking of leaving a relationship, you're thinking of leaving a job, and it's time for you to be happy not only in your home but in your heart and what you're doing and where you're going in life. Okay, and that's where the authenticity comes through, right? Because it's time for you. So this is invisibility. It's time for us to kind of go into somebody that we want to be instead of just kind of acting, being invisible, being in the crowd. If this is where, you're looking to leave a job to go into something that you really care about, you're leaving a relationship, you're leaving a home behind because it's like you're not happy there and you know that you're not happy and you're just kind of going with the process because of everything. It's time for you to really go forward with whatever it is that you're asking to do because you're protected. You're very protected by your guides. You're very they're encouraging you to make this move, to go forward, to not give up and be happy. And it goes all over the board, right? Especially with being in our hearts and our home. Like there's a lot that it's time for you to be happy about. There's a lot that it's like finally time for change. And I think in the beginning of May, and that could be now, right? Because we're already on like, what is it, the 3rd? Yeah, it's the 3rd. So it's time for you to kind of like realize what is your happiness. If somebody's encouraging you to go different direction because it's like, I want you to put your energy here, this is what I think is best for you, it's not. You only know what's best for you. If this is where you're thinking about making this big jump, making this big move on something, it's time for you to make that and stop listening to what other people say, because what you're called to do is what you're feeling, and you're very protected in it, and you need to know that. Like, you wouldn't be steered wrong in this sense. And I think you're kind of worried about like what could happen, what's the, it's like there's all kinds of possibilities, but I want you to know you're protected, very protected at that. And it's like you wouldn't have thought of this idea if it wasn't meant for you. Okay, so we have blessings coming forward, things are coming in. All right, we have loyalty coming over, invisible, and discipline. Okay, so with these cards coming out, so with all of these cards coming out, okay, you have a lot of blessings coming in, but you need to be true to yourself. And that's like a deep message that you're getting in May. It's like, I think in May you're going to figure out like, I need to be true to myself. And a lot of it is going to come within you with the discipline coming out. It's like there's going to be things that arise or opportunities that are going to be given to you, or how do you say it, when it's like you're not supposed to be doing something and then like the opportunity for that comes up. Like you're going to really have to like discipline yourself. And if this is walking away from a situation, it's time for you to walk away, because there's more blessings that are to come, and you really need to be real with yourself. And two, right now, I really want to talk about manifesting. I'm going to pull an abundance card, but for some reason, I feel like when you're thinking negative, you need to stop that. That's like another part of where discipline is coming in, because right now you're really manifesting like your reality. Like right now, the energy around you and the energy of your own, it's like kind of deciding where you're gonna go, like where is your future leading at this moment. And there's a lot of blessings to come, and you're very protected, but like let's keep our mindset good. Let's continue to be in a good vibe of like understanding that it's gonna happen, or this is the right move. You wouldn't be steered astray. I want you to ask for signs too. Ask for your signs. Ask, your guides to bring something forward. Pray, write your list. I want you to like really be about whatever it is that you're asking for to happen, because there's a move of some kind that's coming forward for you. And this, because this is collective, this can be physically, mentally, spiritually, but there's like something coming forward for you. But it's time for you to be real with yourself and stop living in this moment. I feel right now you're kind of just in the crowd wherever you're at. It's like you're kind of just in the crowd. You're kind of blending in. It's time for you to take a step out and actually be a part of whatever it is that you're asking. Like blessings are coming in, but you need to be real with yourself first and allow that to come in. So we have balance. People who overly take care of their health are like miserers. Like misers, they hold the treasure which they never enjoy. Okay, so sorry, my baby just walked in here, so if you hear her, she is right here. With this coming forward, okay, don't move the camera, baby. With this coming forward, okay, and that's where I said discipline, balance. So with this coming forward, you definitely have like some negativity that's around you. You have some, and that could be where, you're in disbelief. Hey, be quiet. Okay. Shh. You have a lot of like energy that's coming forward for you. And the energy that you're in right now is like where you're either gonna like make it or break it right now. Does that make sense to you? Where it's like you have to be in that positive energy. You have to be in that energy of like believing that it's gonna happen for you, but you have to believe it. And that's where like this discipline is coming in. Sorry if you hear the baby. I think she got bored, and so she's like, hey mom. But that's where your discipline comes in, okay? If you're focusing on what's not gonna happen, then that's where your energy is going to lead. You have to focus on what's going to happen. Live in that moment of it's already happening. And it's time for you to be real with yourself. I want you to push out any negativity that is like disbelief, not believing that it's going to happen. You're very protected. So whatever this is, whatever it is you're asking to come forward, it's going to happen. But it's time for you to believe that it's going to happen. All right, let's pull some tarot. I don't know if you guys just heard her. That was cute. Okay, so we had a car fly on out. Oh, we had a couple. Okay, so we have 6 of Cups and 9 of Cups. Okay, so you have a lot of blessings coming forward for you. Okay, you have blessings coming out twice, but you're also very supported by your guides, and that's something I want to talk about. And with the Cups energy, if you're a water sign, take this as definitely something for you. But not only that, it's not just water signs. This is about emotional energy. Cups are very emotional. So what I feel for you, it's like you're finally feeling encouraged to move forward. Emotionally, we're becoming fulfilled. Emotionally, we're finally becoming at ease. And this could have been a hard couple of months, a hard couple of years. It's like finally coming to an end in May, where it's like it's finally working out. But it's time for you to be real with yourself. In order for this to happen, we need to be real with ourselves. We need to like actually believe that it's going to happen. But that's on you. We need to balance our mind. Work on meditations. If you have some healing that you need, work on some healing meditations. Hey, Chloe, stop. Work on your healing meditations. Work on some affirmations. Work on, you can get some healing crystals. I think that's something that you are definitely needing. Work on your chakra. Work on your heart space. Chloe, enough. Sorry if you hear her in the background. I did not expect her to come in here. So we have the World, and I was really feeling movement, so I want to continue to talk about that. And then we have the Knight of Swords. I really feel a lot of movement for you. There's a lot of movement coming in, and I want you to be like open to that, whatever this movement is. I want you to let go. So we have the Knight of Swords coming out, which is about, that could be movement, but that also could represent like either like leaving behind like some negativity, leaving behind some drama, or and that's maybe why you're trying to leave. It's like there's just been drama and like you have no support here, but you're getting all of this support. Whatever it is that you're asking for is coming forward. Yeah. And then we have, I literally love this, so we have justice coming forward, loyalty, and then invisibility, which is all about being real with yourself, because this is Angel of Integrity. It's time for you to be real with yourself. Where do you want to go? Where is your success? And if this is like where you're trying to move from one place to another, and this is like far away from like where you're at, and somebody's telling you like it's not worth it, your heart is calling you to this direction for a reason. If this is where, you know, you've given all into this business and you really feel like you need to stay here and whatever, then that's what you need to do. Stop trying to think of other things to like fix the situation for now, because it's distracting your mind, and you're putting it out there that you can do this and this. If this is like a relationship, where do you want to be? Do not let somebody else kind of like overtake your situation. Where does your heart lie? Okay, if this is about a relationship and you're thinking about moving on but you don't want to move on, it's time for you to be real with yourself. And what is your heart calling you to do? If you feel like you need to be in this relationship, then be in this relationship. If you feel like you need to leave a long-term relationship and it's just no longer for you, and somebody's trying to tell you like it's not worth it, or like, you know, your old self is trying to tell you like what's out there, like what's gonna, stop doing that. It's time to discipline yourself in the sense of like, what do you want to do? Stop focusing on other people. Stop focusing on, you know, whatever it is. It's time for your emotional happiness. Let go. And this Knight of Swords, I want to say it's more of like an energy that's either around you or in your head. We need to let go of this disbelief. We need to let go of the distrust, okay? Because it's time for something good to come forward for you, but only you can make that decision. And the world could be moving. It could be travel. It could be, and this could be physical, mental, spiritual, whatever this is, but there is some movement coming forward for your emotional happiness. Your guides, your angels, your loved ones, like they're all supporting you, and that's where you need to stand, in that support and believing. Hey, wait. You need to stand in that support of belief that it's going to happen. Be real with yourself. That is like all I can say for May, is like be real for yourself, or be real to yourself. I'm going to pull 3 last cards. We're going to pull 1 right now for the start. Where we're at right now, we're at the Fool, so that means that we're taking the risk to go for whatever it is that we want. I want you to return into that energy of a child, where it's like you believe anything is possible. If you put your mind to something, it's gonna happen. Kids are so innocent in that sense of believing that anything could happen, anything is possible. They have an idea and they want to run with it. That's where I want you to kind of stay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is comfort, things happening, being stable, being secure. All right, and then 1 for the end. Let's pull 1 last card for the end. Oh, how beautiful is that? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Success is on your side. You just need to make that choice. You need to go forward with it. It's time for you to make the choice. Like, am I going to move forward with this? Am I going to move forward with this success and this happiness? And whatever this is for you, okay? Because this is collective. It's time for you to make that decision and be real with yourself. It's time for you to make that jump and return into that spot of any blessing is possible, okay? I really want you to be in that spot. For some reason, I just thought about like an analogy. I want you to, like, you know, when you go in and buy a lottery ticket and you're like, oh, you know, it might not win, whatever. I want you to do that with your life. I want you to go that direction and know that it's going to work out. I want you to go and be like, you know what, this lottery ticket's going to win. It's going to win. I'm going to make it happen. Like, that's what I feel for you. Like, that's what I feel happening. It's like there's so many blessings that are coming forward for you. After you're real with yourself. And I think that for a long time you were struggling, like, and it could be like a relationship, job, whatever it is, but I feel like you forced yourself into a situation, or you forced yourself into a mindset, because it's like being logical and realistic is easier for you than being let down. I want you to stop. I want you to get out of that energy, because right now it's like meant for you to happen. I'm really thinking about doing some abundance or some money attracting stuff, where I either can like give you guys everything that comes in with like doing a money like ritual type thing, or I want to do it where I can provide that for you and then send you out like a money crystal or something like that. I was really looking into doing that. I just posted my love boxes, so next is going to be my money ones. I have healing crystals, but I want to do a healing box. But what I'm trying to say is I want you to be open into doing that. I want you to be open into like allowing success. And if you're somebody who needs to like have that like little bit of boost, then I want you to do that. And you could find a money like little thing off of Amazon. You can find something, but I want like maybe some money oil. If this is about money or happiness or whatever it is, I want you to start looking into like stuff like affirmations, stuff like that, because I think we need to get our energy back in a better spot. And it's about balance. Like, we need to discipline ourselves. When there's a negative thought, when there's something negative, I want it to be pushed out of your mind. We're returning back into this innocence and the belief that anything is possible. Okay? Sorry about all the distractions and noises that have happened. I did not intend for it to be as loud and as busy as it was. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day and enjoyed their May messages.